Hello and happy November. Time flies when you're having fun. It's hard to believe that we are already into the month of November. This screencast is going to be about some events that are happening this November coming up. And it is really quite a busy month if you think of all the events that we have. We have our first student spotlight, which is very exciting. These awards are given to the students for different reasons, and I tell the students the day before why I elected them as Student Spotlight. Please know that I was only allowed to pick 4 students, and I always pick one boy and one girl for each month. Yes, your student can be nominated for more than one month, so if they earned one for October, they can absolutely earn one for November as well. So please keep that in mind. I encourage you to come to the assembly if possible. It's a lot of fun and they're a really short time. So if you can just escape from work for an hour, it's definitely worth the time. Also, we have our nice short little break with Thanksgiving for the holiday if you celebrate the holiday. And in that short little time, it'll be a nice little break to have a day off here and there. So let's go ahead and look at the calendar for what's happening. So I'm on the Clarenceville page. This is our normal page. And I'm going down to the district calendar. And do not forget that daylight savings time is coming up. Yay! We get to fall back an hour, my favorite day of the week, besides my birthday. November 8th, there is no school for students, lucky them, but I will be at school working on report cards, which you will get report cards when you come and see me for parent-teacher conferences. Do not forget our BEST meetings. Those are our PTA meetings, but now we call them BEST. We also have Veterans Day coming up as well and flag football championships. We also have the craft show at the high school, which is a lot of fun. I go every year with my family, and there's so many interesting crafts. So looking at the conferences, we have conferences on the 15th and the 16th. On the 15th, we have them from 6 p.m. to 8:15, but I make mine earlier because I don't go home. I live kind of far to go home and come back. So I start my conferences at 4 o'clock, and they go until about 8 o'clock is my last one I normally have, because that way that person can get the full 15 minutes with me. And then November 16th, we have conferences starting at 1 to 4. And then yet again in the evening, they come back and they go from 6 to 8. So those conferences are there as well, as we can see it right here. So please make sure that you sign up. If you did not sign up for conferences, if you go to our bobcatroom24.weebly.com, you can go ahead and click on conferences, and you just simply click the little sign up button here. And it tells you what days that you are interested in signing up. I can also, if you don't have the internet and if you catch me after school, I can grab the tablet and we can just sign up for you, pick a day that one. So you just pick one that says sign up. Notice how this one says full. You cannot sign up for that one, but if there is another one that's empty, you can sign up for it. And if you would like to leave in your student's name, because I always organize their portfolios based on who's coming when they're coming. So if you can just put their name in, that will be helpful for me as well to organize the portfolios for them. So that is November 15th and November 16th. And we have a half day for students and staff, November 23rd. And then we have Thanksgiving off, and then of course no school the following day or on the weekend. So those are the events that are coming up that are important to note. So I will see you those days. If you can't make those days, please let me know ahead. I will try to accommodate you the best I can. Whether we do a phone conference, Google Hangouts, Zoom is really popular. I like that one. I've been doing that in my class as well. Zoom's a lot of fun. We can do that as well. I will try to make it as best as I can to accommodate your schedule. I can also call on my break times. I have different break times, different days as well. So just let me know if there's an issue with that. And I also need to know so that way I know where to print the report card. So looking at our page, I need to update my page because my puppy is now 5 times bigger than this puppy here. So updating our page, I did do a screencast about how lessons are done in the classroom. I know many people are asking how come the math homework their student is getting is different than the class homework, and explains why I'm doing a workshop this year instead of a whole group math lesson. So that way the worksheets, I should say, are a little confusing. So this way they're not as confusing, or the homework. I'm doing it in class. And please know, as always, yes, 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 everything I send home, I do in the classroom. There's nothing that I just pull out of the air and say, oh, this looks like fun, here you go, good luck. No, this is something I taught them, we've been working on in the classroom, and they should be able to remember what we have done in the classroom to do it at home. I really don't want homework to be a stressor. I want homework to be something that the student feels confident in doing. And as I talked to a parent earlier this month, if you are spending more than an hour on homework, which an hour even seems extreme, please stop and please write a note and say, we only got this part in an hour. And let me know what's going on. Why is it an issue? Is it because maybe that day they're sick? Is it because they really don't understand and they need a review? If you tell me, I'm more than willing to work with you. I just need to know what's going on. I'm a student myself as well. I'm working on my PhD, and I totally understand that some days you can fly and soar, and then there's other days that you are just so burnt out that you do not even know your name. So if you tell me what's going on, and we all have those bad days, I'm more than willing to work around the issue and maybe give another day or whatever we need to do. I'm willing to work together and help out to make sure that homework is something that your student does not hate. Because I really hope that they go to school for the rest of their lives, or they keep learning for the rest of their lives in some way, shape, or form. And I don't want them to become discouraged with learning. I want them to enjoy it and find it to be a fun activity. We are working really, really hard on finding books at their level to improve the reading logs. I'm trying to find some incentives to give the students who are turning in reading logs. Yes, they go on the grades on the report card. Oh, and I need to talk about that too. But I was going to get pizza coupons, but unfortunately our person that's in charge of that signed up and did not get enough pizza coupons for everybody. So I did not get any pizza coupons. So I'm trying to work on that of how I can get the pizza coupons. Going back to grades, I learned from a parent that my grade book for you is live, meaning that as soon as I put in a grade, you can view it. And I was looking over here, and this is the parent portal, and it tells you how you can get access to my grade book. So if you want to know how your student did on the spelling test, because I know on Friday I have 5 or 6 spelling tests laying on the floor. If you want to know and your student cannot find the homework, and it may be on my classroom floor, you can go ahead on the parent portal and it'll tell you what your student is getting. I do report cards based on my grade book, so I just do not think of your student and say, I like Brittany today. Brittany will get a B in this class. No, I base my grades on tests, on how they do in the classroom, participation, responsibility, and also in classwork as well, in homework as well. You will see that the responsibility and behavior section, I will be earning the grades from the class dojo, so if they're missing their planner. And they miss it more than 15 times. In the past, we've been doing planner since about mid-September, early October. If they missed it 14 times, then they're not going to get a 4 on the report card. 4 is an A. 3 is like a B. 2 is a C. And 1 below means like a D. Although we don't use letter grades, 4 is that they understand. 3 is that they're average. 2 is that they need a little bit of support, and 1 is that they're not understanding and need more support. So that's how the grades really are, I guess, if you had to put them in words as well. So other than that, that is the other information that I wanted to share with you. Our technology club is starting. We started. We have finished 2 sessions of that already, and I'm proud to say that a lot of the technology students are my 3rd graders, and I think they're having a good time. They seem all really happy about it, and they are doing really well. We're currently working on posters, and the students were given a challenge to use the lessons in technology club to design a poster about internet safety. And the student with the best poster will actually have their poster printed out into a poster size, and the student will have one for home. We'll put one in the computer lab and one in the hallway by Mr. Shipman's office about the internet safety. And what we're doing next week is we're having a little booth during lunch, and members of the technology club are going to be educating other students about some of the technologies that we're using in the technology club. Because the goal of technology club not only is to inform the technology students, but also for the technology club members to go out into their peers and share with them the information they are learning. and to help other students make discoveries and make them interested in technology. So we are doing that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm super excited to see how that turns out. Other than that, everything else I think is pretty normal. We do need snacks. We are deeply, desperately in need of snacks. We also need wipes and paper towel. Wipes, I'm talking about Clorox wipes. Every Monday I give students wipes to wipe down their desks because with flu and allergy and cold season coming, I just like to keep the room as clean as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have a sink in the room. We have hand sanitizer, but I like to also give them the opportunity to wipe down their desk and their chairs and their areas. We call it their front yard. To the best of their ability, and I do need some of those. I am running out. So paper towel, we need those. We just spill water bottles a lot, and I normally try not to let them use paper towel for that, but sometimes it just becomes a little bit of an unsafe situation, so we need some paper towel. Other than that, we are set on everything else. So snacks, paper towels, and Clorox wipes, and paper towel are what we are looking for. So other than that, I will see you this month, or if not, I will either Google Hangout with you or Skype with you, or I will have a phone conference with you. But in one way or another, we will be talking about your student. Do have no fear. I promise that my conferences are nothing but positive and also making a plan. And that's all that I want to focus on, is making a plan and helping your student become successful in making third grade the best year that they can have for them. Because after all, third grade is a great transition year. They're not little anymore, but they're not the older kids in the school. They're not early in the school yet, although they think they are, but they're almost there. So that's what our plan is going to be when we meet for conferences. So until conferences, if you have any questions, problems, or concerns, please email me or dojo me, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Or if you want, you can always leave me a message with Miss Greg, and I will contact you on my break as soon as possible as well. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful November. I hope it stays as warm as it is today. That would be awesome. And until then, I look forward to seeing you at conferences. Let's hope those days are nice and warm with sunshine. Until then, take care of yourself and your loved ones.